How's it going, everyone? This is Phil from Ferris Technology. Today we are having a look at the Clicgear 3.5 Plus versus the Clicgear Model 4 or 4.0. It's called a few different things, but I've got both of these golf push carts here, and these are quite possibly the most popular golf carts on the market. In my opinion, they're the best ones that you can buy. There's a lot of different options, but I'm going to tell you the main differences between these two. The Clicgear Model 3.5 Plus has been out for several years now. I've owned it for several years now, and I absolutely love it, but there are some improvements and differences that they've done with the Clicgear Model 4 that I really like. So I'm going to tell you about both of those today, so let's get right into it. So before we get started, let me tell you why I love the Clicgear Model 3.5 Plus that I've owned for about 4 to 5 years now. The main things that I really love about it is it's super easy to push around just because of these oversized wheel and tire system that they have on them. So there's a 3 wheel and tires on there, super easy to glide over all different types of terrain. It doesn't have those skinny wheels and tires, which you see a lot of golf push carts have. The other thing is that it folds up super tiny. So it folds up into this small sort of like square block thing, and it's really easy to store in my garage. So I really like that it's easy to carry around in my vehicle, then store it in my garage. It really just doesn't take up a lot of space. The other thing that I really like about it is the brake system. It's a hand brake system compared to your foot brake system that you would always have to reach down and reach for your foot brake system. I really just don't like those foot brake systems because if you have muddy feet or you have to reach all the time, it's just really inconvenient. It's super easy to have this little hand brake system right here. I really like that, and that's something that they've kept on both of these models. And the other thing that I really like about the Clicgears is the storage system up here. We've got the nice big pocket right here, and then we've got this little cabinet thing that opens up. You can store golf balls and stuff in. So I really like that, and they have again kept that on both of the Clicgear 3.5 Plus and 4.0. All right, let's get right into it. What are the differences? Why would you buy one over the other, and why would you upgrade if you have the 3.5 Plus? I'm going to tell you that right now. Let's get right into it. We will start right over on the 4.0, and I'll show you what the main differences are. So you can see up top, we have the braking system. Obviously, I talked about how nice the braking system is. The only thing is sometimes the braking system did get caught. So what they've done is they've done a new and improved interlocking braking system that prevents it from being caught, prevents it from being pushed too hard and then wrecking the braking system. I don't know the complete technical aspects of it, but it's definitely a huge improvement. If you ever had braking issues with your 3.5 Plus, it's definitely fixed and improved on the 4.0. I did do a full video review of the Clicgear Model 4.0. I will leave that link in the description box below, and that will allow you to see what the bag looks like with it on, as well as folding and unfolding it. So make sure you check out that link after you're done watching this video. And next up, we'll move on to our umbrella holder. This is the Model 4.0 umbrella holder. It does store just right underneath right here, just clicks right in, and it does the same with the 3.5 Plus. But let's just go ahead and screw it right into this piece right here on the top. Very easily just screws right in. There we go. Now that it's in, I'll show you exactly how this works. So your umbrella obviously just fits right into here, and this little piece is the big improvement. This is a big, strong, thick rubber piece right here, which helps hold down your umbrella. Now let's go over and look at the 3.5 Plus, and you can see that this just has this sort of string-like thing right here which holds your umbrella down, and it's really not that strong at all. I had a lot of issues with my umbrella flying out and stuff with this one, so it's definitely a huge improvement to have the rubberized piece right here, which is super strong and will easily hold in the umbrella without flying away. And we'll move right down to our storage container right here. And this is the storage container on the 4.0. It's very similar size to the one on the 3.5 Plus. You can see it does store golf balls right in there. And this does magnetically stay closed. Now, the one problem I always had with my 3.5 Plus was this little piece would sometimes flop open when I hit something hard or if I stopped hard, or one time my cart did actually fall over and this came out, and my phone and my wallet and everything came out of it. So the big improvement on the 4.0 is this little string piece right here, which just goes right into there and just locks this down. So now if your cart or anything falls over, it's going to be protected because this won't flop open and it's not going to throw all your stuff that's inside of it. So I'll show you on the 3.5 Plus. You can see this one, it's just magnetic. There's nothing to lock it in or hold it closed on this one. Moving to the top of the storage container, you can see right here, there's this rubberized piece, which is your scorecard holder. And then we do have this little hole right here, which you can put your pencil inside of. So really nice. It's going to stay nice and secure on this one. If we look at the 3.5 Plus, they've got just the string scorecard holder, which I really didn't mind. Actually, it worked very, very well. But the only thing I had a problem with this little piece right here, this is for your pencil to go into, and it's just super tight, and I never used it at all. I always stored my pencil just right within this piece. You can even see the lead that's just kind of scratched up on the top of my Clicgear 3.5 Plus. So it's definitely a huge improvement. You see the rubberized piece on the 4.0, plus we've got the little holder right here, and this is a nice easy opening piece, so I'll be able to store my pencil right in there. Next, we'll move down to our storage little basket right here, and this one is specified to be 80% larger than the Clicgear 3.5 Plus one right here. Now, if I actually look at it myself, I really don't see it being that much bigger. You can see the way that it's kind of attached together right at the bottom here. It's a little bit thinner there. It's a little bit wider on this one. So this one is bigger, but I really don't see that much of a difference in size. One thing to keep in mind is these little hooks that you see all along the side right here. And this is where you can actually attach a lot of different Clicgear accessories. And I will link a bunch of different accessories that work with this down in the description box below, so you can check out a bunch of different ones. And both the carts will have these 3 hooks. We'll go to the 3.5 Plus right here. You can see there's one on this side and 2 just on this side, just like the 4.0. All right, so let's move down to one of the major differences on storing your bag and mounting your bag onto the cart. So there's some major differences and improvements. You can see this is your 3.5 Plus. You can see the little string kind of loop things that kind of loop together and hook. They're a little bit of a hassle. I really wasn't a big fan of them. And you can see this piece right here, it's all just a solid piece. It's not adjustable or anything like that. Now, if we move over to the 4.0, you can see right here, this whole mechanism piece right here. If we unlatch this right here, and this will adjust up and down, so you can adjust it to different size bags. So if you have a larger bag, you want more support, you can put it up. If you have a smaller bag, you can put it down, or you can lock it somewhere in between. So super, super cool that they've added this on their 4.0. And then if we look at the straps themselves, you can see the straps are these really nice thick rubber pieces right here, and that's a huge improvement to hold your bag and lock your bag into place. It doesn't have these flimsy strings on the 3.5 Plus. They do work, but it's just a little bit more of a hassle. So having these rubberized pieces on the 4.0 is definitely a big improvement. And if we look at the bottom mounts for the Clicgear 4.0, you can see definitely those strong rubberized straps, which is a big improvement over these little ones on the 3.5 Plus. If you are interested in purchasing either the Clicgear 3.5 Plus or the 4.0, I will leave links in the description box below. If you do use my links, it does help me out and it helps support the channel. I really appreciate it. So those are your major differences between the 3.5 Plus and the 4.0. Now, if you have a 3.5 Plus, is it really worth upgrading to the 4.0? I'll kind of leave that up to you. I personally did upgrade to the 4.0 just because I do use my Clicgear for walk golfing all the time. So those improvements were definitely worth it. A lot of people might say it's probably not worth upgrading for those little features, which you may be right. If it's a big price difference, then I probably wouldn't upgrade. But as it stands right now, I see the 3.5 Plus is selling for about $200 to $250, and these ones are around the $260 mark. So I would say that for that price difference, if you're purchasing one brand new, it's definitely worth getting the 4.0 over the 3.5 Plus. But if you already own a 3.5 Plus, if you can sell your 3.5 Plus for anywhere from around $150 to $200 because they do hold their value very well, then I would say it's definitely worth upgrading to that 4.0. All right, guys, let me know in the comments section down below if you enjoyed this comparison review of the Clicgear 3.5 Plus and the Clicgear Model 4 or 4.0. Thank you very much for watching. Smash that thumbs up, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.